Hello, bodybuilding fans. Welcome back to another competition here on the Hardcore FBB channel, our source of female bodybuilding on YouTube. My name is Claudio. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to report the highlights from yesterday's show in Sofia, Bulgaria for the Balkan Grand Prix 2025. This is the women's figure lineup, which was absolutely stacked with 20 incredible pro athletes from all over Europe. And I'm delighted to see that there are at least, I believe, seven Italian competitors. I'm Italian, so for me it's a great and an honor to have 7 athletes from my country representing Italy on the international stage. As you can see here, Jessica Laghetto in the middle, one of the best figure athletes in Italy. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe the Hardcore Female Bodybuilding channel on YouTube. It's one of the biggest reporting coverage of the shows featuring athletes and promoting the sport in a genuine and honest way. Also, we have a podcast, the Hardcore FBB podcast. You can find the link here. Right, we are now in the pre-judging, which is when basically the judges look at all the athletes, compare the different call-outs, and then establish already the final decisions. And then in the finals, we're gonna see the presentation and confirmation rounds. We can see Sara Pozzer from Italy. She has grown a lot in the last year. Very, very impressed with her. I believe I saw her competing in Spain, if I remember correctly. But she is a massive potential. One day be at the Olympia. She's still quite young, in her late 20s, I believe. Lots of talents on the stage. I repeat, we have 20 competitors. So, and this qualification is valid for the 2026 Miss Olympia and not valid for this Olympia 2025 happening next weekend in Las Vegas. Let's remind that the women's figure in the last couple of years had a huge increase in popularity, and the lineups have always been super stacked and appears in almost every show. Yeah, it's a division that I really like because it shows a different type of muscularity compared to women's physique and women's bodybuilding, and it's still very well accepted despite the fact that, as you can see, the size in women's figures has grown. So there are some athletes that have a really impressive muscularity. However, that must not be too accentuated. It must not be too big, because otherwise that would be borderline with women's physique. And as you can see, they are all very beautiful athletes. From left to right, we have Zsuzsanna Vlahova, Barbora Trtikova, Paola Tomasello, Martina Strazzacapa, and from Germany, Christina Stork. In white, Grace Diliso, Katja Nowack in green. Still in green, we have Tatiana Efimenko. What an incredible lineup. This is women's figure, ladies and gentlemen. And if you like female bodybuilding, women's figure is growing and is gonna get more and more popular. I wanted to mention about Grace Diliso, that she's coached by Enzo Iossa, who is a very popular coach in Italy for women, and of course, as most people know, is coaching Nadia Capotosto, our Italian women's bodybuilding champion, who is taking on the stage next weekend at the Olympia. So we're gonna be very curious how she's gonna place, because she looks absolutely incredible in her best shape ever. Keep an eye on this girl, 145 in purple suit. Her name is Martina Strazzacapa, another great Italian athlete. All fantastic. This is one of the most difficult division to judge, because the quality of these athletes is always absolutely incredible. Let's remind a little bit what are the judging criteria for women's figure. First of all, this division is meant to showcase an athletic and sculpted physique with femininity, feminine shape, symmetry and poise. A competitor should look strong and conditioned, but not overly muscular and striated or too hard, because that belongs more to women's physique. So sometimes I see figure athlete being a little bit too big and too hard, and as good as they look on stage, unfortunately they get penalized by the judges. So it's important the symmetry and the proportion, so a balanced development between upper and lower body. Very important in women's figure is a well-defined V-taper, so broad shoulders and small waist. The legs should also balance the upper body, not over or underdeveloped, because overdeveloped, of course, it could be borderline with wellness or women's physique, but as well it has to be balanced. So this is women's figure, as you can see here. The flow and proportion are more important than the overall muscle size. Of course, our round and full deltoids are key to create the figure look. With glutes, here, must be firm but not overly striated or too muscular. And the stage presence and presentation is crucial in women's figure. So the athlete must show confidence, grace and poise while posing and doing the movement. As you can see, the movements is different from other division, as it's more focused on the quarter turn and maintaining the pose. Look at that. Now the judges have called the top 4 athletes for the confirmation round of the first call out, and we've got Grace Diliso on the left. Then central we have Katja Nowack, Barbora Trtikova and Martina Strazzacapa. So with Barbora and Katja in the middle, they're gonna contend for the top spot in the Olympia qualification. Look at them, wow. They look absolutely incredible. Let's have a look to the finals with the individual top 10 presentation, starting with the beautiful Grace Diliso from Italy. It's now the turn of Tatiana Efimenko from Russia. Wow, look at her V-taper. Amazing athlete. She got a pro card last year in Moscow, Russia. And now she is here competing at the pro level for the Olympia qualifier. 35 years old. Looking incredible. It's now the turn of Elisabeth Kammerer from Germany. Beautiful athlete as well, 32 years old. I saw her in Offenbach at the Europa Pro, and I was very impressed by this girl, and now she's back and delivered. I've been following her Instagram for a while, and her progress is really admirable. So well done, Elisabeth. Here she is, Katja Nowack from Germany. This athlete is my favorite one in the whole lineup. I mean, her physique speaks for itself. She has the full package, meeting all the judging criteria. So, yeah, she represents women figure at its very best. And once again, Germany delivered another outstanding athlete that is worth the Olympia. Well done, Katja. And let's remember that she's a master athlete, 41 years old. And look at this. It's now the turn of Antonia Pesevski, beautiful figure pro athlete from Sweden. That's another one that impressed me. She's got a really beautiful lines and presentation, nice V-taper look at her legs. I like the striation on the quads, very elegant. So yeah, this is another great athlete that we're gonna see more and more on the pro stage, hopefully at the Olympia at some point. 34 years old, well done, keep going strong, Antonia. She's Sara Pozzer from Italy. As I mentioned earlier, she has an incredible talent, a beautiful figure athlete. I believe she's got great size, great lines, excellent structure. She just needs, oh, look at the back, fantastic. And the glutes, she just needs to be a little bit more conditioned, a little bit harder, and she's gonna make the difference and aim at the top 5 or even more. But let's see next season. All right, Martina Strazzacapa. She's Italian promise for figure division. Look at that. Yeah, she is not as big as Sara, but she's got a beautiful conditioning. Look at her. Nice confidence, smile. I like her aesthetics. Let's see the back. Great back, glutes. Awesome V-taper. Look at the symmetry. Yeah, she's definitely one of the best in the whole lineup. Well done. Another Italian talent, Paola Tomasello. She is a great figure athlete representing Italy. I really like her suit, her presentation, her hairstyle, the confidence. Let's see from the back. Boom. Yeah. Great wide back and shoulder and delts with the tiny waist. And here we go, Barbora Trtikova. She's another star of this lineup. Beautiful athlete. She has got that really nice aesthetic and smile. Look at those lats. The V-taper is incredible. I mean, I believe, yeah, we're gonna see her in the top 3 at least, because, yeah, she's got an incredible package. She's young, 30 years old, from Slovakia, and look at those hamstrings and glutes. Amazing. amazing, beautifully balanced and symmetric. And here we are, Paulina Zalocka from Poland, another great athlete. Oh my God, they are all fantastic. I mean, I don't envy the judges, because being there and judging this amazing competitors is not gonna be easy. She is definitely very strong on the lower body. Talking about legs, look at the glutes. They are striated. Hamstring, great legs. I don't know if she comes from wellness but it's amazing. Well done. And now let's have a look at them again. Some confirmation rounds here. This is the second call out, so let's have a look. Fantastic lineup. I really enjoy figure shows, despite the fact there's not the same type of posing that I love, like in women's physique and WBB, but still the physiques that these girls bring on stage with the perfect combination of beauty, elegance, strength, muscles. Look at them, wow. This is the top 4 again. So let's see. We got Barbora in the mix, in the middle. That now, as expected, we have Barbora and Katja in the middle, Grace and Martina on the sides for the 3rd and 4th place. But look at this, wow. So the win is between Germany and Slovakia. Katja versus Barbora. Very tough. I believe Barbora has got that hardness that maybe the judges are looking for. And judging the legs, it's very close, very close. And let's dive into the awards. Top 5, Antonia Pesevski from Sweden. Well done, Antonia. Beautiful athlete. Yes. 5th place, totally deserved. And we got from Italy, Grace Diliso, 4th place. Keep an eye on this one, because she's gonna climb up in the next shows. So, all right. 3rd place, Martina Strazzacapa. Great athlete as well. I like her physique a lot. So top 3, totally deserved. Well done, Martina. Very happy for Italian figure athletes. And now top 2, yes, as expected. Barbora Trtikova from Slovakia, 2nd place. Another incredible athlete. And now the winner, the 2026 Olympia qualified, Katja Nowack, IFBB Pro from Germany. She's the winner. Well, as you can see, she's very emotional, but look at this physique. Fantastic. Congratulations, Katja. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Please remember to subscribe and stay tuned, because the Hardcore FBB portal, yes, a new website, a portal website is coming out soon. So stay tuned on our Instagram and YouTube platform, because we're gonna launch it in the next few weeks. And it's gonna be the main source for female bodybuilding around the world. So big news coming up, but I'm not gonna tell you anything more. Thanks again, and yes, please subscribe. That's very important for us, so we can continue to provide great content. My name is Claudio. This is it for me. Now, hope you enjoyed this video, but stay tuned because next weekend is gonna be the Olympia weekend 2025 and it's gonna be awesome. So stay tuned. Hardcore FBB, let's go. Ciao.